Hello everyone, it's Amy and welcome back for another journaling on a budget video. And today we are going to make a waterfall insert for our journal. And so what we're going to need is we are going to need 4 pieces of paper that are 8 inches by 8 inches. And you're going to want them to look different, not, like these are different colors. You can use different types of paper or whatever, but you're going to want them to look different. And then what we're going to do is we are going to waterfall them 1 inch apart. And so we're just going to, and I don't want to put marks on my paper, so I'm going to do it more. I've got my ruler here. I'm just going to line this first one up at 1, this one up at 2, and that one up at 3. Oh, I did pretty good. I only had to move one of them. So there, and you can just eyeball it also. So now we've got this at 8 by 8, and what we are going to do is we are going to fold it in half with this part of the waterfall on top and just fold it exactly in half to the pages behind it. And when we do that, we have got this really pretty waterfall. And so that will be 4 pages in our journal, and then we will put it through the center, or not the center of a signature, through our signature, and then you're going to get to a spot a little while later where you've got 4 more. And that is just so easy, and I thought it was just so cute. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to edge each one of the edges of these paper, maybe a nice solid black line, a black doodle, a border. A handmade border would look really cute on each one of these. And that would just, just to give it even more definition. And then you're just going to open it up to the center of your fold and just slide it somewhere into your journal. Carefully, because these pages are all different lengths here as you're going through. There we go. And now we've got that. And that's what it looks like in your journal. So you've got those pages. And then when you flip back towards the back, I curled that little corner a little bit. And now you've got the same here. And again, I would edge each one of the edges to give it definition, and I just think that looks really cool. And that is the easiest way to do it 1 inch at a time and then fold the whole thing in half. I was trying to do it, I actually was sitting on the couch like always, and I had folded these pages, and what I did was I just took my first page and came down like 2 lines of writing, and I did that all the way down, and I was trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do with it, and then I folded it in half. Well, and then I wound up with this on the inside, and I really thought that was cool and thought that would be really cool to put into a book. So then when I was trying to do it with my paper here, I was trying to like measure and fold this one and then put another one on top and fold it, and I'll tell you what, I couldn't get it to come out right. So go ahead, line each one of them up for your 4 pages. You could do it 3 or 2 or however you'd want to do it, but line them up first and then fold them in half, and then you'll wind up with a perfect double waterfall pages, and it works really good. Now, I was thinking, and I haven't done this, so we'll have to see how it looks because I'm not sure how it's going to look, but I want to try making these pages not only waterfall this way, but I want to make them different sizes. Ooh, you could cut them on an angle too, would be kind of cool. But what I want to do is I'm going to cut, because this is 8 inches tall, I want to cut the yellow one at 2, the green one at 4, the pink one at 6, and then leave the blue one at 8. And this one I am going to mark. Grab a pencil here. And so I'm just going to come up from the bottom 2 inches, and I'm not sure how this is going to look because I haven't tried it yet, but I don't know if the 2 inches on the top and on the tops of each one and the 1 inch on the sides is going to look. So the first one we're going to do at 2, the next one we're going to do at 4, the next one we're going to do at 6, and we'll just see how it looks. There we go, and then I'm going to draw a line so that I can cut it straight, because otherwise that won't happen. For some reason that doesn't look straight. That is 6 inches. Yep, it's straight, so I'm going to make my line there. And then I'm just going to cut inside my line so that it doesn't show. And hopefully I have a pair of scissors here, because I just thought about this a second ago. I had a pair of scissors here earlier. Ah, found them. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this one off here. I'm going to try to cut inside the line so I don't have the line there. Right to the fold, and then just cut down the fold. You can see this paper has lots of folds in it, because that's where I was trying to figure out how to fold it. I couldn't remember how I did it. When I do something and I think it's kind of neat, I really should make myself some notes. Okay, and then save that for something later. I want to just slide it back on to kind of, well, it's not going to really tell me much. Let's just get these all off of here and see what they look like. Remember to cut from the correct edge. In other words, remember to cut down from the top. Don't cut up from the bottom, or your piece of paper will be in a funny spot. Although that could look cool also. There we go. And one last one. And then also you could do it to the other side too, or you could leave the other side whole. So you have one like this, and one that looks like the first one that we just did. Okay, let's see what it looks like. And so that would look like that. And I think that is pretty cool too. And then you could do it to the others, and then on the others, the blue one is going to be 2 inches, and then the pink one is going to be 4, and the green one is going to be 6. And so they're going to be an odd shape, because like this one is going to be shaped like this, and if you were to cut the other side, the green one would be cut up here, and the pink one would be cut down here on the other side, and then the blue one would be cut way down here. Because you would just open this up and do exactly the same thing. But I think that I'm going to leave those whole. I think it would make things a little sturdier that way. Otherwise your spine might be a little bit wonky. Now you could also take a piece of tape and tape this. Now if you did that, what you would have to do after you taped it is you would have to come in and you would have to nip that tape at each one of these straight lines, so that it wasn't holding your page down. But you could tape it to kind of hold it all together. I think I'm going to try it just like this. And then if I don't like it, I can always come back later and tape it. Let's put it in the back signature. Wait, yeah, let's put it in the very back signature. Let's put it right... I'm going to take this one out that we talked about last week. And I'm going to put this one right in here. And so there we go. This is what it looks like in our journal when you open up the page to it. And you've got just this little one, and then this one, and then this one, and then your blue one. And when you come to the back side of it, you've got the 4 full-size pages. So, or well, you know, the 4 waterfall pages. I think that that's really kind of cute, and you could just, you know, change it up any way you wanted. You could go ahead and you could glue this one on this side and this side to make a pocket. Maybe glue this one just at the bottom to make a tuck spot, and glue this one, maybe both spots, or maybe just across the bottom, maybe just across the bottom of all of them, and make each one of them a tuck spot. That would be kind of cute too. I think I like that idea. So I think that I will do that. I don't have any glue here right this second except a glue stick, and I don't want to do it with a glue stick. But I think I'll take tacky glue and just run a line across the bottom of each one, glue them down, and then I'll have the 4 tuck spots, and then on the back side I will still have the 4 waterfall pages, and I'll do my edges on that and use that for the book. So, and I think maybe before I glue these down, I think I'm going to edge these on all of the open edges, and I think that because then it will stand out just a little bit better. So that is our journal page for today, and I really like the way that those look. I think that turned out pretty cute. And I hope that if you make this, you enjoy it. But that gives you some nice addition to your book. You know, it gives you 4 pages to play with. Actually, you know, 4 here and 4 on the other side. But yet they're not just plain old pages. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you enjoy this. And if you try it, you have fun with it. And I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye. Okay, I did my edging, and I'm back because I wanted to show it to you and just give you a quick tip on how to edge them quickly. So I decided I just wanted a solid edge of the same color as the paper on here, and I wanted them all 1/4 of an inch. So I thought about putting a little mark at the top and the bottom of the paper and putting my ruler on there and then using my marker. And I really didn't want to do that for all of them. And so here's what the back side looks like, and there's what the front side looks like. I really like the way that turned out. So I'm going to show you how I did that like really quickly. All I did, and you know, I'm sure that you've probably seen this before. You may know it, but it just kind of dawned on me, so I didn't know it. So I thought I'd show it to you. Okay, all I did was, this is just my scratch paper, and I just went ahead and I just put my ruler over here. I lined it up with the 3 just so that I lined it up at the top and the bottom at the same spot. And I just put a mark at 1 3/4 and 1/2 inch and 1/4 and right at the beginning. And then I came down here and did the same thing. And I drew these 1/4 inch lines. So I just have a bunch of 1/4 inch lines there. And the reason I did more than one is when I did that first set, I just had one, and this got really, it started getting, you know, like soft, and the paper was peeling, and it soaked through the bottom, which, if you're going to do this, don't do it on your tablecloth because it could soak through the bottom. And if you do, put something else underneath of there. I've got this on here just to kind of cover that up so that it's still very wet. And I don't want it to soak into my other papers, so I'm just kind of covering that up. So I did a bunch of them so I could move across as I went. But, so all I did was I did those 1/4 inch marks, and I just lined the paper up with 1. And then lined the ruler up with the next one over. And that way I had my 1/4 inch mark without marking every single piece of paper. I just had to make these marks on this paper. Oops, that's not the right marker. See, it's broken. It looks like it didn't even ever have any ink in it. But I can't complain because I got these markers for $3.25. So they definitely were worth it. I really like these markers just because they're so big. And so I'm just going to line that up and line that up. And there we go. Now I've got my nice edge, and it's the same. And even though we've got this like this, I just put this on here, line this up with one of the lines. Make sure that I still have some lines sticking out at the top and the bottom. Just line my ruler up with the other lines. And do that part. And then on all of them, what I did was I only marked the side that is going to be as you open. I did not do the back side. And I just didn't want to. I thought that I just wanted to leave those the way they were. And so I'm just going to do this last one, and I'll show you what these look like. Oops, I need to move it up a little bit because I can't see my other line. Line it up with the line. And there we go. So I just thought I would show you this because just in case you hadn't thought about it or seen it somewhere else, it would make it easier if you were having to edge a whole bunch of things all at the same time. Like I had the 4 pages and the 4 pages, so that was 8, and then I had 8 more here plus the other 3, so 11. So this just made it a lot easier. Put that one in there and put that one in there. And that is what those look like. And I wanted to do that edging before I glued these down as tuck spots. And so I thought, well, I better do it right away because otherwise I just get sidetracked and never get around to doing it. So anyways, just wanted to show you that really quick. And so I hope that that helps if you're ever, you know, having to do repetitive edging like that. That's a really nice, easy way to do it. And it works really well. So there are those pages, and there are those 4 pages. Thanks again for watching this video, and if you stayed for all of this, thanks a lot. I hope that you have an outstanding day, and I hope that you got some good ideas from this little tutorial today. Bye-bye.